occasion to expel a boy for gambling and encouraging others to gamble, Mr. D.J. Powlett-Jones came to my study and abused me and threatened me. Later, I discovered that he had spoken to the boy's parents and encouraged them to consider taking legal action against the school. 5. Mr. D.J. Powlett-Jones has on at least 6 occasions opposed my decisions and encouraged other members of staff to do the same. 6. Mr. D.J. Powlett-Jones has frequently absented himself from his house without seeking prior permission from me. 7. The schoolmaster's job, especially if that schoolmaster is a senior housemaster, is a full-time profession. It would seem that Mr. D.J. Powlett-Jones disagrees. He had devoted a considerable amount of the school's time to literary and political activities. The following report appeared in the Billhampton Gazette under the heading Schoolmaster Supports Labour Candidate.
Morning, Molly.
Oh, hello, PJ. I say, I hope you don't mind my sort of making free with your study.
No, not at all. Was everything all right?
Oh, yes, fine. Went round at 11, everybody sleeping like babies. Oh, little Cuthbertson came to see me this morning, 6 o'clock. I think he'd been crying. He'd some very confused story about how people kept stealing his slippers and nobody liked him. 6 o'clock in the morning.
I hope you didn't strangle him.
No, I restrained myself. I got him to make us both a cup of coffee and we had a long talk about The Wind in the Willows.
Oh.
Cuthbertson's favourite literary work, it seems. Did I do right?
Yes, I'm sure you did.
He sees himself as the mole, you know. After a bit, he ventured to tell me that he thought I was rather like Ratty.
Oh, well, good for Cuthbertson. He made a hit there, Molly. I could never get a word out of him.
Ah, well, I know why that is. You're Badger, you see. He's a bit in awe of you. As I am myself, of course, PJ, sir.
Look, do I get any of my coffee?
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. I've been reading your book. Hope you don't mind.
Oh? Surprised to find you still awake, then.
When's it coming out?
Is it coming out, do you mean? It's been doing the rounds of the publishers in an increasingly dog-eared bundle. No one's fallen on it yet with cries of joy.
Well, I hope you strike lucky soon. It would be good to have a famous author in the school. Alcock could put it in the prospectus.
He'd like to get my name out of the prospectus, never mind putting my book in it.
Yes, he doesn't like you much, does he?
I think I must haunt his nightmares. Oh, well, if he does manage to get rid of me, I couldn't leave Havelocks in better hands. Thanks for holding the fort, Molly.
Oh, how did your meeting with Cooper and Herries go? Oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be nosy.
What meeting?
Well, didn't you see them? Oh, they came up about 10 minutes before you did. I said I was sure you wouldn't be long, and they said they'd wait in the quad.
Oh, I came up the back way. Hell, I'd better get down.
Suppose we're doing the right thing. Backing the right man, I mean. I've always had a lot of time for young Powlett-Jones, but it comes as a bit of a facer when you find out just how much of a bolshy he is. Nothing against bolshies, of course.
No, of course.
When you come to see the fellow in his house, the fellow's not there. Doesn't smell right to me.
Here he comes now. Ah, there you are, David.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to meet you. Would you like to come up to my study now?
Things are a bit tricky at the moment, David. There's too many people about. Everybody's watching everyone else. We don't want people talking about a Havelock's house conspiracy.
Is that what we are, then?
I'm afraid it's very serious, David.
What is?
Your position here, that's what. Heard a lot of things about you in the last few days, young fella. Don't like some of them.
I've done nothing that I'm ashamed of.
And I don't much care for waiting about in the cold for a housemaster who's not what he's supposed to be.
Molyneux was in charge. He's my deputy housemaster. We simply exchange duties, that's all.
That's quite in order, Cooper. It's regularly done. You informed the head, of course.
I didn't know, as a matter of fact, but surely he's not going to force my resignation over a detail like that.
David, the hearing is in a fortnight's time. Alcock is preparing a case against you. I've no doubt he'll use anything he can get.
I just have to rely on the truth then, won't I? Can I count on your support?
Absolutely, my dear fellow, for what it's worth. Oh, dear, it should never have come to this. Look, I really do think we're very conspicuous here. I suggest we continue in the governor's room. It's more private and we won't be disturbed. Come in.
Don't like the way the fellow's gone about it. Backstairs methods. Not all, what? Well, I have my methods too. I put in one of my ferrets to sniff around. Alcock's been getting at individual governors outside school without consulting Sir Rufus. You're being got at, Powlett Jones, and I shall say so at the meeting. Thoroughly bad business.
Thank you.
Now, look here, Powlett Jones. I've always had a soft spot for you. You've got the interest of the lads at heart. Harries tells me you're a damn good teacher. And my impression of you is you're straight as a die. That doesn't mean I'm soft in the brain. I also think you're impetuous, sloppy, and I've heard you say some damn silly things. If I'd had you in my command, I'd have put you down as a good chap, but a damn nuisance, follow?
Yes.
Well, I've got some time for chaps like that. You don't get rid of them. You try to knock a bit of sense into them. Now, from the facts I know, I think it's a damn disgrace you're being hauled in front of the governors, and I shall back you all the way. Rumours are another thing. Don't like the sound of some of them, and if they're true, I shall have to think again.
Meaning my public support for a Labour candidate?
I do not. If it doesn't interfere with your duties, it's got nothing to do with the governors. I don't think your politics says much for your common sense, but that's none of my business. Now, my ferrets tell me they're saying Powlett Jones doesn't stick to the syllabus. Spends his lessons half on play acting, half on Bolshevism. Doesn't give the lads a chance in the exams. Any truth in that?
It's incredible.
That's what they're saying.
Is there anything I can do about it?
Well, I've been thinking about that. I think you should get yourself a hearing in advance, too. According to the rules, all above board. Now, you write to Sir Rufus as chairman.
Attacking Alcock, you mean?
Oh, heavens above, no, that's the worst thing you could do. No, you just give a little account of what you've done since you came here. Exam results compared with other subjects, and open scholars that you've coached, that sort of thing. Still got a waiting list for your house?
Yes, just.
There's not many can say that now. So there can't be much the matter with you as a housemaster. Now, you get the idea. Simple, straightforward chap. Decent housemaster. Brilliant teacher.
What about the politics?
Let him be the first to mention that.
Might blow up in his face. No one wants a scandal in the papers, and you could make one over that. Now, you know what's the biggest gun against you?
What?
Us. The governors. We appointed Alcock.
When I had occasion to expel a boy for gambling and encouraging others to gamble, Mr. D.J. Powlett Jones came to my study and abused me and threatened me. Later, I discovered that he had spoken to the boys' parents and encouraged them to consider taking legal action against the school. 5. Mr. D.J. Powlett Jones has on at least 6 occasions